Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the ASOTV podcast for Supernatural, Season 12, Episode 16, Ladies Drink Free. I'm your host, Mike, and...
Is that what's going on tonight? I'm sorry.
Yes. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is Dom, Nikki,
Hi.
who can't control herself, and Kim.
She's had too much to drink.
She has.
The drinks were free, that's why.
Exactly.
So back from a 2-week break? 2-week break. And, almost a standard Monster of the Week episode. Until Mick wants to drag himself along.
Yeah. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good episode.
It can still be a standard of the week, Monster of the Week thing. Who gives a shit?
Sure. We'll go with that.
No, but it advanced the plot, and that's what I liked
did.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we've gotten a lot of episodes that have done that recently that we assumed were filler to begin with, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when they started mentioning Garth this episode, I was like, don't you fucking dare tell me that you did this. Don't you dare tell me. Don't tell me, Mick. I'm going to kill you. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
the announcement of his death? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yep.
Like they
I
killed him or
was-
something.
I was anticipating that as well, but they didn't get to that point, so good.
No, they didn't.
I mean, that doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
I know.
Very
It
true.
just means, there's been no admission to it.
Exactly. So yeah, the whole thing was werewolf attacks, rips the brother's heart out. We never got a name for the brother, but the girl's name is Hayden. Bit her, ripped her brother's heart out, and that was that. Mick,
I mean, the brother's name was mentioned.
yes, but
Started with the E, didn't it? Like
he died in the
Ethan?
first 20. He died in like the first 30 seconds to minute of the episode, so he doesn't matter.
Or he does.
Moving along, Mick brings the news to Sam and Dean and basically says, "Hey guys, I'm coming with you for this one. I'm getting in on the hunt." Then smiles in a very
Now,
British
was
way.
that more for his personal reasons because he had, the big honcho on his back, or was the big honcho telling him to get the hell in there and do the job because he knew that Sam and Dean are soft on werewolves?
Yes. Maybe a little of both. I don't know. I mean,
Because, they knew, I mean, he went in to check on the girl, right? And she was bit. Knowing Sam and Dean, they would have helped her.
they would have attempted to help
Through-
her, yeah.
Attempted to help her through the transition so she could live a werewolf life without affecting humans around her.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Mick went in saying he had to do his duty, and he injected her with silver nitrate, which killed her.
Uh-huh.
Which bothered him.
Yes, it did bother him deep down.
Yeah.
But he's not a field agent, so he's not used to it.
No, exactly. He's, the logistics side of things. Ketch is the field guy. He even winds up saying to Claire at one point, I have a colleague who would have shot you without hesitation. You'd be dead already.
Where is Mr. Ketch right now? Is he dead?
No.
No.
I haven't seen him. That's the point. Where is he?
Yeah, I thought he died in the
No.
No.
No. Him and
The,
Dean showed up after the mess.
with the bazooka.
No.
Mm-mm.
Him and Dean were off after that one vampire nest when the alpha vampire and all the other vampires attacked the Meneletters mobile HQ.
That was
Yeah.
the last time we've seen Ketch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't remember catching that episode.
He was the one that gave Dean the really good scotch.
And he was the one who
Oh yeah.
mercilessly beat that vampire's face in.
Gotcha.
And Dean
I don't
was like, whoa,
Honestly,
whoa.
don't remember him at all in the base. I just remember him.
That's because he
getting
showed up
beaten
when it
with
was
scotch.
all over.
Yeah. Him and Dean showed up after the whole mess was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mick very quick at improvising. Realize, the standard agent rock name wasn't working.
Just wait out in the hallway.
What was his name? It was Dr. He used a very British name.
I can't remember what he called himself.
I don't know.
Whatever. I don't know. I giggled.
It's like a building.
Dr. Buckingham?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
That's
it.
what it was.
Yep.
Buckingham Palace. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, it worked. Got everybody out of the room, and he was able to notice that Hayden was indeed bit.
That liar.
What a little fuck. Yeah, but here's the thing. He's not a good liar.
No.
Because
No, Dean saw right through that BS.
Yeah, Dean saw the cloud of BS around him when he walked out of that room. But yeah, werewolf down. And, well, thing we find out, this I found kind of funny. She was visited by a blonde. A very bad attitude blonde. With the Fish and Wildlife Service. I don't know why I found that as funny as I did when I was watching, but...
Well, it does make sense. Animal attack.
Sure. Yeah, it does
Because
make sense.
Sam and Dean have done the exact same thing. I thought it was in, season 1.
Yeah, it is. Season 1.
I guess.
They've done it, I think, at least once every season since.
Wasn't
too.
it in episode 2?
No, they were...
The Wendigo?
They were playing...
It was the Wendigo episode, yeah.
No, it was just,
Yeah,
they
that
were
was
playing
episode
Forest
2.
Rangers in that one or something.
It's the same thing.
It's
I thought
basically
they-
the same thing.
I thought they were the fishing game in that.
Same basic thing. Anyway, it didn't take them long to figure out. Claire was in town hunting. Who she shouldn't be in town hunting. Not without Jody or Alex. Who I'm going to admit I forgot about Alex.
She was supposed to be college touring.
It
Tori?
wasn't Alex. Alex is not hunting. Alex is going to nursing school.
Right.
Right.
Which is what Jody wants Claire to be doing. Something like it.
Well, Jody just wants her to, live her life instead of putting it in danger every 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. I was hunting with Jody, and she made me sit in the car.
Yeah.
Seemed rather appropriate, in my opinion, but... Hey, whatever. Claire wants to get out there and kill stuff, and, hey, if it gets her bitten by a werewolf, so be it.
She's my daughter. She could sit in the car too. I don't blame Jody.
Mm-hmm. Me neither.
I don't know, because she's very reckless. Very reckless.
Oh, she's a blonde. She's dumb reckless.
Wow.
She's still a child. She still acts like a kid, like a teenager.
Yep.
Rebellious teenager.
Yeah. Sam was even like, well, if you want to stop being treated like one, then start acting like one.
And
I was
then
like,
oh my god. Okay.
I was like, oh no, you did not just say that to her.
No.
And
See,
as much as she deserved that, you did not say that to her.
she totally deserved it, and the way he reeled back after he said it, was like, oh my god, did I just say that? Oh my gosh, she's getting pissed at me. No. You should have just put your foot down and been like, stop being a little fucking bitch. And left it at that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's Sam's fault she got bit.
Wouldn't blame Sam.
No,
No.
she's the one who freaking stomped off like a freaking child.
It wasn't that moment. It was going to be another moment. He already had his eyes set on her.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
He had his eyes set on her.
Oh, that right there and then was the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Because she decided to be like, ah!
Wear your headphones and listen to loud music while you're walking around when you know there's a werewolf. Yeah, that's real fucking smart.
Well,
Like, come on.
I mean, they find out after, they find out it's the bartender after Claire goes in there and asks around.
It's a bartender.
A bartender, yeah. Well,
The first bartender that they tried to make it look like it wasn't.
yeah, exactly.
The moment I saw him, like, it's you.
It's you. The wrong bartender. Turned out being.
They were turning too much attention to the one with the tattoo.
But did you see Sam's face, the hurt face, when she said, "Who do you think these kids are more likely to talk to, me or some old skeever like you?" his face was just pure.
You know what?
Ow.
Me personally, as a teenager, I would have talked to him.
Yes,
But
but
I never got along with the other girls in my high school. Actually, any other girls my age, I never got along with. So
I was the same way.
me too.
They're a bunch of bitches. It's very few girlfriends. Very few.
I had like
Oh my God.
2 or 3 on a good day.
Yeah. On a good day. That is a good day.
See, I guess I was like the Claire because I was like friends with the whole school. Like I was the chameleon. I could work my way into any of the social groups. I was friends with the goths, friends with the jocks, friends with the nerds, friends with the preppies.
Yeah. I had a similar experience, but that's because everybody in my school were already nerds. So, I mean, it was easier to get along with the goths, the jocks, the preppies when they were all already fucking geeks. Which, tell you, that's very weird. What? A C? It's a donut.
I mean, I had friends in all those groups, but it just ended up being the guys and not the girls.
Exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, wrong bartender, which I guess they really didn't get that one over on us. It wasn't that big of a surprise.
No.
But anyway, he bites Claire, and well, she kind of realizes she's fucked. Dean's given her the whole speech that apparently Mick and maybe his higher-ups knew would happen. You can control this, you can manage it, live with it. You just gotta lock yourself in a room for a couple days a month. Like...
She's like, no, I don't want to do that.
It's like, what if I get out? What if this happens? You know?
Well, she was just like, I can't handle myself normally. How am I supposed to handle myself like this?
Yeah.
Very good point. You know?
It's the most adult she thought of the entire episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's
This
like,
is
that
true.
was her moment. That was her maturing moment.
She hit puberty.
Mm-hmm.
She knew that she knows that she's reckless. She knows that she
started to grow hair in strange places.
Oh
Really
my
not.
She's a
God.
wolf. She's a wolf.
teenage
Yes.
angst.
Yes,
All the
thank you.
teenage angst. All
She
the
did
angst.
make a Teen Wolf reference, which was pretty funny.
She did. That was
She
funny.
did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of it all, she opted for death.
Well, I mean, was he was clear on his reasoning why, because his pack got split up and he didn't like being alone.
His pack got scattered, most of them killed, because he said a bunch of guys came in, a bunch of British guys came in with some newfangled weapons and started killing them all off.
Yeah. So this is a direct result of the Men of Letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
So if that
Now,
stuff wasn't
was
going
Mary
on,
involved?
then
probably. At some
probably,
point.
to be honest.
Yeah. So yeah, Claire opts for death until the cure is brought up that Mick was talking about. The cure that only
In
works...
his podcast.
Huh?
In the podcast that Sam listened to.
Right, yeah, the podcast he was listening to, there was the cure mentioned. And...
It was also written down first.
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
listened to the
Well, no,
podcast.
it wasn't the one he was listening to. That Sam had mentioned that he originally first heard it in a podcast.
Right, he did. Forgot about that tidbit.
Oh.
He was listening to a podcast. But anyway, Mick reveals that the cure only works 1 out of every 9 times in mice. And the one time they tried it on a person, the person died in horrible agony.
I wasn't aware that mice could be werewolves. Like, be infected
were-
with like
were mice.
a lichen.
They're weremice.
What?
Apparently,
Maybe they can be as big as rats. So then they go, no, they're mice. They're were-rats.
their white fur turns brown. They grow big teeth.
You know what? I need this explained because
Well, lycanthropy is, an affliction. I mean, it depends on
Yes,
where you
I
go. It's
remember.
either a disease or a curse or insert here.
it's an affliction in general. So
So if they are going to spread like a disease route in this one, then sure, they can infect mice and stuff.
yeah,
But they're not going the disease route. If they're going, because I mean they have full bred werewolves. So they were
Yeah,
born
purebred and then
bred, but born wolves. So they're a species, but then they can infect others.
I don't know. It's weird. He's like, in mice. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, how does that work? How does...
They grow
Hey,
spikes
hey,
from their tails.
Another show that we cover, we see mice that can be zombies. So if mice can be zombies, they could probably be werewolves.
That's more... That's being dead, undead. This is an actual living thing. It's with animalistic properties already.
It
Like,
just
how-
becomes
It
more.
functions the same way. It's transmitted through a bite that makes it a disease.
Infected mice.
I just want to see it happen in front of me. It's awesome.
I would like to see a weremouse. It's not the first time I've heard that weremouse. I'm trying to figure out what other series or something that was in.
Well, we always talk about a zombie with the were-beagles and the other things that are supposed to come along, but we haven't had it yet. So
Werebeagles.
wasn't it? I don't know.
yeah.
It was the were-dogs.
It was the word.
I don't know. I don't know why I said beagle.
They're cute, they're fluffy, they're adorable, and they will eat your face. Werebeagles.
I don't know why I said beagle. And that was the name. That's what came to my head. Was a beagle.
I don't know. Anyway, in come Sam and Dean
Fascinating.
and Mick to save the day. Mick throwing himself in there like a lunatic. Which... yeah. Make it up for something. But, what a gigantic friggin' surprise. The 1-in-a-million shot cure actually worked.
The moment Claire was bit, I knew she was getting cured.
I think we all did.
I started to question, like, I was really like, are they gonna, like, when she was like seizing, and then she just stopped, and then like it was just like this somber moment. I went, oh god, don't tell me they're
Yeah.
actually going to.
Yeah, that's the calm before the storm. You know, that's
Yeah.
when I was like, oh, watch, her fingernails are going to retract. And sure enough, they started going. I was like, we saw, like, not the exact same thing, but we saw something very similar with the episode where Dean got bit, you know, with the vampire.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where he got turned. I knew that if they're going to cure vampirism, they're going to cure lycanthrope.
Yeah. For that, that split second, like, would they actually kill her? And then have that awkward moment where Sam and Dean, or Dean, have to call Cass and be like, Cass, we kind of killed your sort of daughter.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, if that would have happened, they would have had to contact Cass.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been upset. Claire is one of those characters where I just hate to hate her because she's so one-dimensional. I mean, she might be different now since she had this whole change happen and she realized that she's being stupid, but up to this point, it was just, teenage drama. We're done with that. We've been done with that since before season 1 because they were adults when they got into this.
Yeah. Sam, being the youngest, was in college, so
Right. There was no high school teenage drama.
No.
the show would have probably been very different if we started off with Dean at the age he was when he was on Days of Our Lives.
Oh.
Oh no, it's not.
Let's
I'm
not
having
be-
nightmares and I'm not even sleeping.
Anyway, at the end of it all, Claire calls Jody and admits the whole thing, which, she's gonna get
How
Well,
adult of her.
Called her voicemail.
Yeah,
Left a message on her answering machine. That's no better than sending her a text message. Let's be honest.
Yeah, in the hierarchy of things, that is right above text.
Well, she did try to call, but Jody doesn't answer them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We come to find out
That's
that
when you leave a
Jody's-
message. I have something important to tell you. Call me back.
Right.
That's how that goes.
Good point.
That's like having a relative that passed away. You're not going to send a text message to let somebody know.
People do that.
And they're not good human beings.
No,
they're
exactly.
really terrible. I mean, there's one going around, on the internet that it was a wrong number that
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah.
and that one is fake. That's not real. So
someone texts, hey, by the way, your dad just died, and then the guy replies like, really? That's a neat trick, being he's been in the ground for 12 years. It's like, you're a rude asshole, you could have just said wrong number. And they reply with, no, you're the rude asshole. If someone's father dies, they deserve a fucking phone call, not a text message.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fake text. It's something that's been passed around on Imgur or whatever, just for clickbait.
Facebook, Twitter, all of it, everywhere.
Yeah.
And the final thing is that Sam and Dean both give Mick a stern talking to and tell him, you got one more chance. Like, this is your, there will not be a third chance. Because,
I mean, yeah, okay, give Mick the one more chance, but really he's following orders, because I feel like if you go against whatever happens with the medical letters, whatever they're telling you what to do, they're going to off you in some way.
You also have to look, like, they're used to living a completely different way. Men of Letters have eradicated all the supernatural creatures. That's the way they know. Sam and Dean live in a world. U.S. lives in a different world. That they know a different way. Sam and Dean have a friend that's a werewolf that's gone by. But now bringing Mick into this, he's seeing, okay, maybe there are multiple ways to go about it. There's not always one way.
Right.
I know, and that's where his confliction comes in, because he's seeing the ways that are being different, but he's told to do one thing. And like I said, I feel like the Men of Letters, they will punish him for not following the orders that they give him.
It's possible. And that's where we have to find out where his allegiances lie. Do they ally, with the Men of Letters, or do his beliefs, have Sam and Dean swayed him? Like where does he stand in the right versus wrong column of this conflict?
I mean, we all can kind of assume that he's going to learn the ways, because or he's going to sacrifice himself for Sam and Dean down the road, kind of thing. There's he's still gonna do good in the end. Like, he's gonna follow Sam and Dean in some way or shape or form, and he's gonna go against the Men of Letters. That's what we can all assume.
And what I love about this season is not Sam versus Dean for the first time in I don't know how long. It's Sam and Dean versus something else. I mean, they've always been versus something else, but usually they're at each other's throats the entire time. And here, when we thought they were, when Sam picked a side, we thought it was going to be the same thing over and over again, and it's not. It's them working together and agreeing, okay, I'll give this a try, let's do this. And they're very in agreement. They're in unison this season. I love it.
And it's been the whole season. I mean, we've had small patches where they were like this before, but never,
Yeah, if they have a disagreement, it gets resolved within the episode,
Sure.
The writers are maturing.
They're pulling a Claire.
Exactly. This was
after Claire, how many years?
Claire is the metaphor for the writers' evolving maturity.
Yep. That was their intention of this episode.
Totally writing that down.
So?
Use that. Anyway, you're asking where Mick's allegiances lie and how that's going to play out. We're going to find that out next episode.
Okay.
Next episode is called The British Invasion. Short bit here. Sam and Dean get a lead on Kelly Klein's whereabouts. Mick drops by the bunker unexpectedly, and decides to join the hunt. Now, if you watch the actual promo, Mick gets orders from a higher-up British lady who looks very, very grumpy, who basically says this.
So, like Kim.
Sure. Assimilate.
She's an older British lady?
No, the very, very grumpy.
Oh.
Okay.
She gives Mick this order. Assimilate or eliminate. Referring to Sam and Dean. Saying that they're out of control and they need to be reined in. So either bring them on board fully or kill them.
What did they do that was...
And it shows a scene with Mick has a gun on both of them, and Dean's like, you don't have to do this. And he's like, he just screams, I have to!
So, yeah, I think it's assimilate or eliminate for Sam and Dean. And if he picks neither, just lets them be, it's assimilate or eliminate for him as well. Actually, just eliminate.
Yeah, if he lets them be, wrong one. Ketch is going to show up and put a bullet in his head.
There you go. Yeah.
He's gonna catch a bullet to his head.
Or they might do something worse to traitors. I don't know. They're British. They might take him to the Tower of London.
I just want to know if Garth's okay.
No news is good news.
Yeah. In this regard, no news is good news.
I would think that the guys would find out that something happened.
Yeah, I think they'd find out almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
They
Because
should have
Garth
just
is still
called him.
hunting.
They should have just called him. Garth, I'm glad you're okay. All right, I'll talk to you later. That's it. You don't even need to hear his end of the conversation. You don't have to show the actor. Just let us know Garth is okay. DJ
Yeah.
Quails, get on the show. I don't care. Do it. Get back over here.
They don't-
Pretty
yeah.
sure he's involved in another show right now, pretty deep in it too. I'm kind of
Wow.
sure. That or he's doing a lot of side projects that keeps him busy.
But yeah, like Dom just said, they don't need the actor even. Just, Dean having
No, I
a
know.
one-sided conversation with a cell phone.
It would be nice to see him though.
True, it would be.
He's not doing any
No?
TV or movies right now.
Like, hey,
Okay.
fly to Vancouver. We're throwing you in an episode. Very straightforward
Oh
episode.
no, he is.
Hmm.
He is. He's in the man in the High Castle.
Oh.
And Z Nation.
Oh.
Oh, and Z Nation. Okay. Well,
Yep.
that makes okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it, but makes sense.
Yeah, because I looked because on his list of stuff, he's got those two listed, and then under that are two other things that only say he was in 2 episodes and 1 episode, but above it says to present. So
Okay.
it was out of sequence.
All right. If there's nothing else, I think that's it for this episode. All right, then. I'm perfectly happy with Monster of the Week episodes that, move the plot along, which is kind of the norm for the season, and I have no complaints. Dom, where can
Kind
I
of was the
find
norm
you?
for last season too.
Find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Nikki, where can they find you?
On Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYVENOM24.
And Kim, where can they find you and whatever the hell you're unwrapping?
Just like a paper.
I'm like, what? Okay.
She's Eminem. Kim's Eminem now.
Okay. On Twitter, HEFFITY. FFITY.
Oh, God. You can find me on Twitter at Thilladren, THILLADREN. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcasts. You can follow us at those places for some more podcasts, for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. Thank you all for watching, and have a lovely night.
I threw out all my garbage before the podcast.
I just pulled it out the water bottle in the middle of it.
How is a bag that has chips in it garbage?
I didn't know there was chips in it.
Yeah, I'm eating one.